Supposed to be 77 today. And it looks like we're going to have a slight haze over. Good morning, Dr. Drama. How are you guys? I just thought I'd jump up here and let's talk some shit. So everybody who knows me knows I live in our RV. And that, yes, guys, that little squeak, that's my bed. So we had the cops roll up on us yesterday again about this poor abandoned dog. For some odd reason, the community thinks it's our dog. Sorry, it's only one dog. Our dog. And we've been trying to save her and whatnot. She likes to sit in the road and play chicken with everyone. She even plays chicken with the sheriff's car, which is hilarious. But we've been trying to save this poor girl. She's just the cutest little fucking dog too. I mean, she's not like a little bitch dog. She looks like a little pocket pitty. She's so cute. We named her Luna. And you know, this community that we're in, we only come and spend a few months in it. Long enough to take care of my doctors for the season, and then normally we're not even here right now. We're usually already on the road gone. But I'm trying to get this dog. She's just a cutest little thing, but anyway, she likes to wake up early in the morning and go sit in the middle of the fucking road, which is kind of hilarious. Well, about 15 minutes ago, we had the sheriff roll by, and it wasn't his horn, it was that little thing, that little buzzard thing the cops have, and that little sound. Dog wasn't even in the road. Dog's not even nowhere in sight. This motherfucker was doing it to wake us up. Mind you, it's only going on 7:30 my time, Pacific Coast. Okay. Gonna wake us up. Like now it's a law that homeless people have to be up at a certain fucking time. You know, a lot of people don't realize a lot of the homeless people, the productive ones, work. Some work graveyards or whatnot, you know. But not every not every homeless person in America is a actual fucking bum, you know? Motherfuckers work. It's just we can't afford to live in a fucking place anymore. Move to California. Holy shit, you can't even afford to live in a cardboard box in fucking California. Put it that way. Where's my shoe? So apparently there's one person in this neighborhood who really don't like us because they called the police yesterday and they're like, these people been living here for like over a year. And the cop, you know, she was talking to us yesterday. Today, Yesterday was a little more pleasant with her. Same officer from the other day. A little like, you gotta move, people are me. And she thought I was lying about the dog because when she came over when she stopped through the first time, the dog wasn't nowhere in sight. So they thought I was like literally making the story up about this abandoned dog. So yesterday, when the same police officer rolled up, the dog was laying outside the RV on the shaded part, trying to stay cool. I had a bowl of ice water out there for her. Yes, ice water, water with ice. It was hot yesterday. Fuck. That's why we're normally not here this time of the season in California because this part is already shit. They're talking about 90 by next weekend. 90. But that's that fucking weather warfare shit. Weather warfare. And I don't know if y'all notice across the nation how, what's supposed to be sunny and warm right now, you know, the season getting ready for our farmers and shit, but the government's making sure that the farmers don't plant their crops for the season. That's called weather warfare, you guys, using the weather to gain control over the human population. The only way they're going to do that is by controlling us through food. That's why over the past 10 years, I've been advocating everyone to start growing their own food. Because at some point, I said the government was going to do this. I didn't say exactly when, but I said somewhere in the near future, the government's going to start controlling our food to control us. That's why, like, seriously, in the state of Oregon, if you collect rainwater, you will be arrested for collecting rainwater. According to the Democrats in Oregon, that's stealing. It's stealing water from the sky that pours down on us freely. Don't ask me how that shit makes sense, but it does in their own fucking minds. I have solar panels. My mom and I, we do. And during the summer is the best time to put them out because, it's sunny and it's the best time to actually, use the panels. Wintertime sucks. The heat is what helps activate a stronger charge. You need that heat. So now we're waiting for the government to say we're stealing sunlight to keep our RV charged up. You know what I'm saying, guys? They've put solar panels out there for us to utilize and use, and then they're going to turn around and say you're stealing the sun. We're still waiting on that one, aren't we, Mom? Yeah. We're stealing the sun. Yeah. Even though you bought your soy, you're still going to steal it. The food you grow, they're going to accuse you of stealing that too. That's just, oh, fuck, why? Excuse me, I got the hiccups. I've been getting those a lot lately. But, so this police officer, dude, she was like, oh, she made so much progress with this dog yesterday. I'm actually fucking jealous. We've been trying for 3 months to pet this dog. And this police officer rolls up and just one try, she lets her pet her. I'm like, ah, fucking jealous. But the police officer was really, really super cool this time around. We told her as long as you're a homeless person being productive, don't tell them the secret. Nobody in this country knows how to be productive anyway. They don't. I mean, look. You got motherfuckers out here in California who want to work at a McDonald's for $30 a fucking hour. First is we need 15, then it's 20, and then it's like Now we need $30 an hour just so we can stand around and play on our phones. That's why I don't fucking go out to eat no more. I walk into a place of business, I see somebody playing on their phone, I do the quickest U-turn out of that fucking place. Because people who play on their phones are the ones who make sure your food is cold when it comes out to you. So yeah. And I've also done this. If you got a face full of tattoos, I'll walk out of your business. You got a face full of piercings working at a place where food is served, I will not patronize that fucking business. Because when I was growing up young and working, we couldn't have colored hair. Our employers actually said if you're going to dye your hair, it has to be a natural color. We couldn't have fingernails. And when I had fingernails, I keep the sport length because I like it, it's cute. It's petite and cute. I don't like those fucking 2 mile long dragon nails these bitches be out there be wearing today. Like honestly, I honestly maybe someone can answer this question. With long ass fucking nails like that, how the fuck do you wipe your fucking shitty ass? That's what I want to know. Yeah. So like things that we would have been fired for 20 years ago at a job place, people are. I fucking went and applied for a position at a fucking Olive Garden, San Luis Obispo, 15 years ago. I have one tattoo, one homemade tattoo on my upper arm. You can't even see my tattoo when I'm working. It's covered. Because one thing my mom always said, if you get tattoos, never get them below the elbow because that will jeopardize you getting any work. Do I stand correct, people? This is how we were programmed when we were young working. Can't have pink, purple, blue hair. Can't have no dragon nails. Can't have fucking piercings and tattoos all over your face. And now you walk into a place, you got motherfuckers with these big ass fucking holes in their cheeks now. And it's like, that's disgusting. Like, even if you weren't working in a restaurant and you were working in like a retail store and I saw that, I would turn around and take my business somewhere else. Why should I condone something that wasn't condoned when I was younger? And not just that, if we were caught standing around 20 years ago on the job, we would have been reprimanded either with a warning or suspension, depending on how many times he'd been busted standing around on the job. But excuse me, we would have been fired back in our day. What's up, Juan? We would have been so fired back in the day for just standing around and not doing nothing. And now these motherfuckers just stand around with their thumbs up their ass, getting paid, and you get shitty service. Like, what the fuck? And I crack up when I see people going to McDonald's and buy that $20 Big Mac meal. 20? Okay, like a Big Mac meal here in Northern California, they want $16.99 plus taxes. So you're damn near looking at $20 for a fucking Big Mac meal in California. Like, and people just, here we go, boom, here we go, boom. I don't mind spending $20 on a bunch of processed fake poison. Ugh. And like we got like Sherry's and Denny's out here, and you can't even fucking eat at those. They get their food supply from Cisco. Like that's why I go to mom and pop places because when you go to a basic local mom and pop place, you're getting real everything, and the portions are nice. They're not skimpy. They're not looking like some. Actually, that's what these McDonald combo meals are starting to really look like. Them high-end restaurants in New York, in New York, I heard they do deep fried Twinkies and they sell them for like 25 fucking dollars for one deep fried Twinkie. That shit. Okay, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Sorry, they got this stupid thing. Share your referral link, and it like they put it right over the fucking comments. And that link, I don't. Yeah, hold on, guys. I gotta get. There we go. Why can't see? This is why I don't fuck around with all this tech shit. The second you familiarize yourself with it, they go change it up. Every oh god, Facebook did that so many fucking times. You get familiarized with it, and then they add upgrades, and it's like it's a downgrade for me. But you got all these motherfuckers working in places that got tattoos all over their face. Like that's stupid. And I hope those same motherfuckers with the big holes in their cheek and ears and tattoos and piercings all over. I hope they're not on Social Security getting monthly benefits for something they chose to destroy on their own. That's one thing that I just, I can't get a job. Well, don't expect. I hope Trump fucking looks into that shit. I really do. No taxpayer should be fucking paying for that shit. You want all that cosmetic shit? Go get a job. They just, ugh. But yeah, fucking Sheriff old Biden did like trying to wake us up, and it's like, wow. Thankfully, the police department knows about us. They know we're productive. We're trying to get things done. That's why they leave us alone for the most part. But they still got to come out here and make their presence because to pacify the Karens. And this police officer, she was really fucking cool yesterday, huh, Mom? What? The police officer that came through yesterday, she was pretty cool. But the first time she came through, she wasn't. We literally got into a fucking heated argument, I guess you would call it. She thought the RV was broke down, that we couldn't move it, and she, threatened to have a tow truck come. And I go, well, how are you going to get me out of this vehicle? Because last I heard, a tow truck won't lift a vehicle up if there's human bodies inside. She said that she would jump in this RV and fucking drag my ass out. I'm like, oh, I will fucking sue your ass. So the second time she came around, she was like way nicer. The whole thing was just more pleasant. It wasn't like any animosity or like what's the word? Hostility. There was no hostility there. Sometimes I gotta fucking stop and think about what word, because you just get a brain fart like that word. Just get. Cop, we had a couple few items out so we can open up our side door to let air flow through, because the past couple days has been a little bit on the warm side. Ah, can't believe like we're almost halfway through the fucking year. I think I might have an idea who might be calling cops on us, because we're not even in nobody's way. There's like this big field, has like what looked like it was going to be an entrance into a parking lot, but it's not. It's just, that in a big open field. So we kind of park up on that because it kind of levels the RV out because here in Northern California, a lot of the cities have these fucking flash flood gutters. So you're literally at like a slanted angle and it's not fun. And we don't stick out as much as we out in the road park that way as we would just to park on the side of the curb where, I don't know. I don't know where people get their fucking education from. I don't know where they get their fucking way of thinking, but I think we need to get rid of the Rockefeller education system because let's just face it, the Rockefellers don't want people being smarter than them, and they're really not smart anyway. They're just a bunch of con artists. That's what the Rockefellers are. Cons. Along with the Rothschilds and shit. Yep. I said those names. And it's just people are just fucking stupid right now. It's just their mentality is just leaves you fucking speechless. There's this other fucking homeless dude in an RV, and he they really do not like us for some odd reason. I don't even know why. We don't socialize with other homeless people. Wherever the fuck we go, we don't socialize with people. It's just my mom and me, and used to be the dogs, but you know, they're all him now. But we don't socialize like that. So now everyone thinks we're fucking bougie as fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna have the same standards as I did living in a fucking apartment. Just because I live this lifestyle doesn't mean I'm gonna give up a bunch of my standards. And yeah, I do think I'm better than a lot of people. That's just who I am. But I don't rub it in people's faces. I keep that to myself. That's my own fucking pride right there. I kind of want to jump up here anyway because I wanted to talk about some of the shit that I see when I wake up in the morning. I catch up on all my morning politics and all that. Get it done now the fucking way so I can watch my TV shows all day. Which right now I'm binge watching Bones. I don't even know how the FCC let that fucking show. They show some graphic shit. Anyway, it was this, and if people want to think I'm racist, go for it. But I'm just describing a situation, or I'm describing something I saw this morning. So it was this video. I might even go fucking find it and post it on my community wall, so that way I'm not made to look like a fucking fool and making shit up. But he was a black gay guy talking about if white people come up to him, he's going to pokey them in the heart. And this is what I mean by people's intellectual way of thinking has gone out the fucking window because I would straight up said if anyone comes up near me, what's up, cuz? I'm gonna straight fucking stab you. I'm not candy coating anything. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna pokey you in the heart if you come at me. Yeah. So, and that's kind of messed up because I'm just tired of like, the fucking race card being played in this fucking country. It's okay for blacks to say they got black pride. It's okay for Mexicans to say they got brown pride. But if a white person says they got white pride, we're tagged a fucking racist. No. If all you other races out there can tag yourself as, certain pride, then you know what? I'm proud to be white. That's who I am. That's what I was born. You ain't gonna make me feel shamed for the color of my skin. And that's what a lot of people in America are doing right now. Not just in America, they're doing it across the fucking world. They're trying to make whites feel bad about, their color, their skin. We are who we are. And everyone needs to just like get the fuck over it and just be like, you know, I look at this. I don't see skin color. I see we are all God's children, regardless of race and creed. We're all God's children. And we need to start acting like brothers and sisters. Like for reals, you guys. There's only one race on this planet, and it's the human race. You're allowing politics to keep us divided with this race shit. It's fucking 2025. Why are we still playing the race card, you guys? It's fucking redundant. It's fucking retarded. It's retarded. Cheers, everyone. That was a big hit. Oh, shit. Like, seriously, it's 2025. We shouldn't have race card. We shouldn't have homophobic cards. We shouldn't have none of these cards. I agree with you. We're not playing the race card, but the other side is. And sorry, guys, that was actually, I think that was a Resi hit. I gotta clean my weed pipe out. It's oh shit, my dishes. Sorry, I didn't fucking turn my screen around. You got my dishes and my solar battery. That was a harsh hit. Good morning, Christian. And in the treatment of homeless people, not just in America, well, actually just in America, because I've researched other countries on how they treat their homeless, and like places like Switzerland and all of them places over there, they welcome the homeless into their homes. They'll feed them, they will bathe them, wash their clothes, give them a hot meal, and some even let them sleep on their couch for the night. But in America, people would just rather kill a homeless person. And, not every homeless person out here is a horrible person. Honestly, I don't even consider myself homeless. I consider myself more off the grid because everything we have in this vehicle, in this RV is, oh, we're not dependent on government. We have solar panels to give to, charge our devices, and, we're self-sufficient. And a lot of people in the communities we end up at, the second they see us pull our solar panels out, there goes the hate game. And it's like, why are you hating on me? You got solar panels on your roof. We're the same. Except you're stuck in a contract with your solar panels. We just paid $225 for our whole solar setup, and we're not indebted to anyone. And I can't even read what you wrote, because I got this damn thing blocking. There we go. Thank you, Christian. Now I can read her comment. uh, I know, cuz. I'm talking about like all the other people out there who I just watched this video that they have this underground city in Las Vegas in the tunnel system where all the homeless people have like moved to. Christian, you're fucking hilarious. And there's no lights, nothing down there. It's just this dark tunnel. I think, I might have, I don't even know if I posted that video, but so you know what I'm talking about, cuz about that the tunnel system. And Portland has a tunnel system, but I don't think homeless people are living in the tunnel systems in Portland because Portland keeps those clean so they can. Because they're historic. No, they still use it for trafficking people. That's why Portland has their tunnel system. Back in the well, not pioneer days, but the beginning of, you know, the high tech world kicking in. Um, there were bars in the downtown Portland area that had trapdoors, and they would take drunk sailors, get them drunk, put them down this hatch, and then they would take them out to these ships to be, you know, Shanghai out. There's a lot of anyone who's ever been homeless and living out here in the elements. Like my mom and we've been in the elements where we were in a broken down van with no heat. This was back in 2018 going into 2019. We were in Minnesota. Polar vortex came through, and we literally was in this van with no heat, no nothing. The only thing to keep us warm was the dogs and the blankets that we had, and it was negative 52 degrees. I was in a homeless shelter where this one homeless dude came in, and both his hands were like, looked like he got burned, but it was frost. His hands were like severely frostbitten. And I give the homeless people on that part of the country so much mad respect because those are some harsh elements to be fucking being homeless in. Whether it's like extremely cold or living down and like being homeless in like fucking Texas or fucking New Mexico or something and dealing with those extreme heat temps. But we learn to adapt to our surroundings. I always like to say some of the smartest people you'll find are the homeless. Some of us broke away from the system, like us. We broke away from the system to be free from the corrupt government. Our ancestors used to be gypsies over in Europe. So what's wrong with us continuing to be gypsies? Some of us just have that in our blood. But politics got, this vision of how we're supposed to live, but yet they don't want us to live poor, but they're certainly making sure America is turning into a third world country. But our president's going to fix that. Where are you at, Luna? My mom and I made her rice and salmon last night for dinner with a little bit of garlic sprinkled in that shit. Oh, get rid of those fucking fleas and ticks on her. Has been working. She's been doing a good job getting those flea ticks off her. She's got a couple more. She's just the cutest little fucking thing. And I can't believe there were two of them. That's why I can't. And they look the same too, like they were from the same litter, or you know. Some of the people that live in the houses, they've actually, no joke, the neighborhood, the people in the houses are being cool. It's the people that, so like in front of us, there's a neighborhood that's like a block away. And then a block away in the other direction are a bunch of businesses. So we're like kind of stuck in between these two big ass fucking fields. And the only people who seem to have a problem are the people in the businesses. The neighborhood, people in the houses, they've been, you won't, but one lady, she even gave me her business card. She's a realtor. She came through with 2 collars, 2 leashes, and a big bag of fucking, a 14-pound bag of Banafol for this dog we're trying to rescue. Other people in the neighborhood have, like, this dog has literally made $60 in cash donations. And all that's going towards a flea treatment bath, like all the donate dog food, like we have it in a bag, little Ziploc bag, and it's called the Luna Funds. And any money that people bring, that goes straight towards her. So like we're working on getting more medicine for her. We're hoping to have that within the next couple days. The homeless shelter here in this town, as crappy as they are, there are some good in it. One of the advocates there's working on trying to get some worm medicine for us to give her and whatnot. And so as soon as we can get her, we got the funds to go get her. I guess you guys call it a flea dip. I don't know. My dog's never had fleas. From the day I got them, I would buy fresh garlic. Good morning, Nikki. How are you, sweetie? Um, I would chop up couple like little fucking clove gar level. I don't, the individual chunks. I don't know the specific name for them, but you know it's there. And yep. Here, check this. I got another one too. Check it out, you guys. Hold on. Says that one. I got this one too. You see that one? It's got the ICE, human trafficking, and suicide prevention. But I'm focused on this one right now. But my dogs, they didn't have fleas and ticks. Like I was saying, take fresh garlic, chop it up, mince it, however you want to grate it, however. But when you're cooking the rice, throw the garlic in so that way the um garlic cooks into the rice. And you know what? My dogs lived a beautiful 12 years. And everyone's like, garlic's bad. And it's like, no, it's not. Want to know another reason why my dogs didn't have worms and all that other shit? Because of the garlic. Garlic gets rid of all that shit. It's all natural. See, this is the government not wanting us to do stuff like that. You know, they don't even want our pets to be healthy. You know, they sit there and say avocados are bad. The seed of the avocado is bad for the dog, but the meaty part of the avocado is actually really good for the dogs. It's good for their skin. It's good for their coat. My three, my Spencer and Morgan can sniff out an avocado tree like bam, like that. They did it the first time they did it. They were puppies, and we were down in San Luis Obispo, and you go out in the where the groves are, you'll see a lot of avocado trees in that area. A lot of avocado farmers. And green bell pepper growers. I used to walk down the streets of SLO, and there's this one road there in SLO. It's called Tank Farm Road. Uh, and one side is the airport, the other side is was a farmer. I don't know if they're down there. It's been so long since I've been there, but Tank Farm is like a mile stretch. It's linking Higuera Road with what was the fucking name of that road? High Street? Oh, I can't fucking remember. Anyway, it was just a road to link those two roads together, and it was a mile. And sometimes you're walking, like, I would walk onto the farmer's property. Well, not really, because the fucking crops literally came up to the road just about. And green bell peppers have a lot of water content in it. So, like, hold on. Sorry, guys. It's allergy season. But I would take the bell peppers, and no, I would not pluck them off the plant. I would find the healthiest ones that have fallen onto the ground. I'm not. Because the farmers don't take the ones on the ground because they're damaged and ruined, according to them. Now, when my ex and I relocated up to Santa Cruz, we were camped out near Davenport, which is 12 miles north of Santa Cruz. And we were on an artichoke and Brussels sprout farm. And yes, at this point, did go into the crops and we did take food. We didn't have no money. We didn't have nothing for food. Like, literally, we're 12 miles from the fucking town that has the nearest grocery store. 12 miles. And so we I would walk I would wait till nighttime when everybody went home, and I would walk into the middle of the field to take what I needed. And I didn't take more than I needed. I took what we needed. And yeah, artichokes every night. That was so yummy. And the Brussels sprouts. Oh, I learned to perfect cooking Brussels sprouts that year. And it's weird because when I was a kid, I hated Brussels sprouts. Even though it's just like a little miniature cabbage, it didn't taste like cabbage. It just didn't taste like it. I'm gonna have to be getting off here soon. I gotta go to my primary care doctor today. Ugh. I hate Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Hi, Luna. Hi, baby girl. How's our sweet little princess? I so love your ear, little girl. I love her ear. Her ear is just so fun. I'm obsessed. I'm like, literally, I've never been obsessed with fucking dog ears, but one of her ears just kind of kinks over and the like flops over to the front. It's so fucking cute. But anyway, this police officer that was here yesterday, she said by the end of the week she's gonna go back to her job, her work. She's gonna talk to a couple of other police officers, and she says she would try to get a small team. She's she says she's got the dog catcher stick, that pole with the little rope at the end so they can like get them. She's gonna try to snag one of those. And we're going to try to get her. If not, I'm going to have to sedate her. I still have medication from Nonio and Morgan. And the police officer was actually citing witness. She was like, you know, I feel I can trust you. You've had dogs, so you know what dosage to give. I'm like, it's not to knock her out. It's just to slow her down a little bit so we can catch her. She's a quick little thing. Like, she's fast. Like, you'll blink, she'll be there, and you blink, she's gone. And then you're like sitting here wondering, like, is she a fucking ghost? Like, what the fuck? you know? She's out there chewing on her stick. The stick's bigger than her. She's just out there chewing away on it. But we're getting ready to hit the road here soon. I'm actually excited. I'm just rounding up the last bit of my doctors. I gotta get paperwork from them. So that way when I get relocated, I can have all my fucking shit transferred. I really don't want to go because I really do like my doctors here. It's hard to find good doctors that you can trust and relate to and that don't judge you. My doctor, actually, he's from like Pakistan or India. He's from one of those countries. And he treats me like a human. He treats me like a patient. He doesn't treat me like quota. He doesn't treat me like I'm just a dollar sign to him. This doctor actually sat down, listened to me, and got me on a good pain management program for my back. Physical therapy has actually made it worse. I just had MRI done last month, and the last one I had done was done 3 years ago. So between then and now, the physical therapy actually made my back worse. I knew I was going to do that, but you got to comply. You got to comply. So that's what I'm doing. I'm complying, knowing damn well it's going to fuck me up even more. But that's okay. My doctor's got me on good pain management. I can walk fast with my cane. I still got to depend on my cane, but I need a new cane though. I got mad and fucking took my cane and fucking hit a pole with it. Instead of denting the fucking pole, it fucking bent my cane. Okay, I admit I got some anger issues that I'm slowly dealing with. So I think this new adventure, new chapter in my life that's about to start, is gonna bring some of that stress level down. I don't have to worry about. Excuse me. I don't have to worry about people throwing shit through our windows anymore. Like, I still got the big ass fucking concrete block that someone. Well, it's not block. It's like asphalt. Broken up asphalt is what it is. And someone tried throwing it through our window. Now, if it was a little bit smaller, what's up, Hazel? They probably would have got it up high enough to where it would actually go through the window. But since it was like the size of two softballs combined together, it only got the lower. It got right beneath the window. But people got to realize when you throw things through RV windows that like homeless people live in and stuff. That to me is premeditated murder. People sleep under these windows, so when you throw rocks or whatever you can find to throw, you're gonna potentially kill somebody because it's ours is a fucking 30 foot by probably 10 feet, no, 8 feet, maybe 5 feet across. I don't know. I'm 5'4", and like the width of it's like almost the. Well, if I was, it'd take 1.5 of me across the RV, the width. I'm horrible with measurements, so don't. You people will never get an exact measurement from me. I'm not good at that shit. I'm horrible with it. Numbers was not my forte. Words are my forte. But people gotta stop throwing things through homeless people's windows like that because you're gonna kill somebody. Big old chunk of glass is just gonna slice right through someone's neck or leg or wherever your body happens to be when the glass breaks. I actually had a dude a couple years ago in Brookings pulls up beside us, positions his tailpipe right where the open window is, and he literally starts filling the RV up with his exhaust. And my dogs are like, getting all like, riled up because this dude's literally filling our vehicle up with carbon monoxide poisoning and he's doing it on purpose. That's premeditated murder. And I called him on that. I opened up I got out of the vehicle and was like, dude, are you serious? That's premeditated murder you're doing, dude. And he took off, he went and parked, and then he had the audacity after he sat and thought about what I said to him. He's gonna come up to the RV to apologize and try to say he didn't know there was somebody in here. Like, dude, you know somebody's in there. And when he came up, I rolled the window up, said, dude, I'm not dealing with you. Dude, no. He went to the back part of the RV where my mom was at, and I'm like, I'm not talking to him because I'm gonna get out of this RV again, and I'm gonna fucking kick his ass. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna beat him with my cane. And it's people do. It just didn't happen in Oregon. That actually, we weren't even homeless when we were stranded out in the Midwest. We were stranded out there trying to make our way back home to Oregon. And again, this dude, 2 o'clock in the morning, comes up, except this dude has a diesel truck. That's even worse than just regular gas. It's thicker. And he was trying to intimidate us every night, 2 o'clock in the morning, this dude did this for like 2 weeks straight until that last time. I didn't have, like, I'm a person of opportunity. If you're in like a physical confrontation with me, you better watch out because, like I said, I'm a person of opportunity. I will grab whatever my hands can grab and turn it into a weapon. I've done it with cardboard boxes. I've cut people with cardboard boxes. I'm a person of opportunity. And it's wintertime. This is in St. Louis. This was 2018 in St. Louis. It was wintertime down there. No, no, it was winter going into spring because we had our windows open. So it was like winter going into spring. And we don't smoke. Well, I was smoking cigarettes then, but I never smoked cigarettes inside my vehicle or my home, nor will I let anybody else. The only thing you can smoke in my house is weed. Only thing you can smoke in my vehicle is weed. No cigarettes. You can take that stanky ass shit. And yes, I used to be a smoker. I quit back in 2020. Um, fuck, I forgot what it's gonna say. That old age is kicking in. That Alzheimer's, it's hereditary in my family. That shit's starting to kick in. We never used to have any of these fucking ailments until they started pumping us. with all types of fucking vaccines. That's where fucking the human race started going getting sick. And I love how the doc follow the science. Yeah, I do follow the science. I don't want your poison in my body. The last time I had an actual. You guys remember when we had the swine flu outbreak back in 2009, 2010? I think it was 2009. The apartment I was staying in, they forced us to take these swine flu vaccine shots. They gave us a choice, take the shot or move out. Isn't that always just convenient when you're renting from renting an apartment? This is why I choose to live in my RV. Or before the RV, I chose to live in a fucking van/tent because I was forced to take a vaccine shot just to have a roof over my head. That's fucked up. I should have just said, fuck you. I got my camping tent. I'll go fucking camp in the fucking creek bed. I don't give a fuck. But I didn't want to be homeless. I wanted a place to live. So I got the shot. And they had to sign a waiver saying we can't sue. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about it then, but life's life and it's just what it is. And so I took the flu shot. A year later, no, 6 months later, I ended up moving to Central Coast, California. Because at this point, I ended up losing an apartment anyway. And I just didn't want to be homeless up in Portland in the middle of winter because anyone who's traveled the Pacific Northwest knows that it basically rains 10 months out of the fucking year in Pacific Northwest. And I just didn't want to be homeless in that kind of environment. So that's how I ended up in California. I migrated with the season, and I still migrate with the seasons. When it gets cold up there, I come down here. When it starts getting hot down here, I go back up there. And I even did it when I had a place to live. I just not happy with the fucking temperature until I moved to San Luis Obispo. The weather there was perfect. It didn't affect my back. That was one of the main reasons why I relocated to California because the fucking weather up there just would wreak havoc on my back problems. So I migrated south and found the perfect climate. But, little dream world never lasts forever. Yeah, sorry. Unfortunately, you're probably going to hear a lot of that, people, because it's allergy season year round out here on the West Coast. That's the one thing I liked about living in the Midwest. During the winter, my allergies didn't act up. But my allergies are just getting worse with age anyway. Where'd you go, Luna? Oh, there you are. I see you. I gotta periodically look out there, make sure she's not sitting in the road. She plays chicken. She wins every fucking time. I've never seen a dog win so many times at the game of chicken. She sits right in the middle of the road and she don't move. She just sits there. It's hilarious. And it's like, get out of the road. She doesn't want to get out of the road. She likes the road. But I told this police officer, we're usually not here this time of year. We're already gone down the road. But then she pointed at the dog, and I go, exactly. That's why we're kind of sticking around here a little bit longer. Because when she's like, I know for a fact you ladies have not been here for a year. Because whoever called the cops that's what they're telling the cops. We've been parked here in this one spot for over a year, not moving. And I'm like, wow, you people are, wow, you Karens are just, wow. Lie through your teeth, wasting taxpayers' money on stupid bullshit. Just focus on your own life. Don't worry about mine. Like I tell people, I got enough bullshit going on in my life that I don't need your reality in my fucking reality. I'm dealing with my own reality. I don't need your bullshit. And so when people still want to project their bullshit on, and that's when my attitude kicks in. Like my first email account, you guys, like shit you not, and I'm so mad because I had it for 10 years until someone hacked it and changed my password. My email account was Miss underscore attitude underscore girl 2004. That was my email account. And I loved that email account because it's me, Miss Attitude Girl. I've always had attitude. I'm born with it. That's just who I am. Like if you guys were to like catch up with like any of my old high school buddies, they would straight up say when we first met her, she was a fucking bitch. She was a mean bitch. But we penetrated that wall of hers and we're the best of friends till this day. And my other best friend, I can't wait to see her. I'm going to be seeing her. She's going to be on my way to my final destination and find out she's only going to be living a few hours away from where I'm about to be. So like, yeah. I've known her since I was 12. She was the first friend I made in Oregon when we moved from Michigan. And for the record, I was born in Southern Oregon, raised in Michigan. I'm not a true Michigander, okay, you guys? I'm an Oregonian. I'm an Oregon native. But I can't even afford to live in the state I was born. Isn't that fucked up, people? You can't even afford to live in the state you were born in. The fucking lib turds have totally taken over Oregon. Like, literally. And now they're trying to project their fucking liberal shit into Oregon, which they've succeeded. Because now it's Oregon people have to relocate somewhere else just to not be around. I came down here to California basically because all the Californians, they're leaving. They're leaving. I'm coming back in. Like, what's up, bitches? Take off here in a little bit. I gotta go catch this bus. See? See how I preserve gas? I take the public transportation. No, I like my bus drivers. They're cool. There's this one chick. She's hilarious. Oh my gosh. And she's cool because, like, she drops me off right at the front door. Oh. So I was gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna put some random letter up here just so I can see the fucking. It says send. There we go. One. Oh, those were some nice videos you've been posting too, Juan. I just kind of like those. Get me a job like that. I'll probably be trying to fucking put a deceased body in those concrete. That's you know. See, that's why they shouldn't have these TV shows out here because like is concrete like real easy to work with? Like what's easier, just regular concrete or like that instant like concrete? So like I want to make some stuff. See, like I have all this entrepreneur idea shit that I want to fucking do to make money. And there gonna be a lot of people who ain't gonna like my business because I'm not reporting my taxes. That's my blood, my sweat, my time that I put into fucking working on this shit. Just for these politics to sit on their ass and collect taxes on something don't even fucking deserve. So people, yes, I do claim exempt on my W. Is it the W-2s? Yeah, W-2s. I claim exempt. And then when the government says I owe them, guess what? I got nothing in my name. I got nothing. That's why I don't own shit. Because if I own shit, it gives the basically gives the government permission to come in and steal it from you. Or the IRS to come take it from you because you owe. So I just like how everyone's like, we owe shit in this country. We own shit in this country. And it's like, no, we don't. We buy shit just for the government to come take it because in their eyes, the federal currency is theirs. And it's just a used pay note for us to use to buy things. So technically, in their eyes, they're the ones buying it because it's their money. I have not paid taxes in almost 20 fucking years, you guys. Go ahead, report me. I don't give a fuck. You gotta find me first, Uncle Sam. And no, not that one. Y'all know what I mean by Uncle Sam, the fucking government and whatnot. Gov, you know, they didn't start taxing us till 1939, but they were doing it way before that. And it's wrong. We shouldn't be taxed. That land you people think you own the house. Because if you own that land, you wouldn't be paying property taxes to the government. You know, you don't own the land. You own the house. But look how the government, like, if you don't pay that property tax, the government's going to come in and take your house. See how that goes, people? That's why I don't own shit. You can't take what I don't own. And a lot of people could sit there and say, but look what you're going without. You know what I'm going without? The stress of the government. That's what I'm going without. See, you own all the property, you own this. I mean, look, they got you paying taxes on your car. You know, when you got to go in every couple of years, get new tags and re-up your registration. The car technically doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the government. And this is like a lot of stuff people don't realize because the government don't want us knowing that. Once we start knowing what we know, they start losing control on us, and that's what's happening. They're losing control on the people. But we got an awesome president now that's going to fix all that. And, people saying he's not working fast enough. You got to think of look at the mess the fucking Biden administration left for Trump. And if it wasn't Trump, it would have been some other fucking Republican president cleaning up the mess. But Trump got stuck with it again. Because let's not forget, he had to clean up Obama's mess too. Remember all that shit? Yeah. Fuck Obama too. That motherfucker murdered my brother with his open border policies. And I will stand with that till my dying day. Obama is responsible for my brother's death when he allowed borders to be open. Except then it wasn't fentanyl being smuggled across the border, it was heroin. And again, where did the heroin come from? China. Where's the fentanyl coming from? China. Where's a lot of the meth coming from? China. Proven facts, everyone. And that's why China doesn't want closed borders between America and Mexico, because China is using that open border situation to smuggle their drugs in to kill us. Let's not forget about when China, hey, remember decades back, China was poisoning our children by putting lead in the paint that they were putting on the toys? Yeah. That's why I find it so hard to believe people actually support China when China has done nothing but try to annihilate us from the get. It's proven facts, everyone. Do the research. You'll find the same fucking shit that I just like I just found out. Okay. So, I do a lot of research on a lot of fucking political people, including Hitler. Now, I just fucking found this out through some reading and researching that Hitler back in the day was actually working with the Arabs, the Muslim Brotherhood, and all them to help annihilate the Jews. And I honestly think that Hitler might have been onto something with the fake Jews. Yup, I said it, y'all. A lot of the Jews of today are a bunch of fake Jews. They need to excuse me, they need to deport AOC. Like, she's the first politician I've seen act ghetto up on a political stage. Her swinging her head all around like she's on, what's up? What's up? Get the fuck out of here, girl. That bitch is a fight. But I want to see Ilhan Omar fucking deported. Matter of fact, let's just be real on something here, okay? This is my opinion when it comes to politics, okay? You know how if you're not born in this country, you cannot run for president. I think that should be for any political seat, whether it be federal, state, or local, okay? I believe that if you are not a born U.S. citizen, you cannot run for no out. Fucking A. Sorry, guys. Do you ever get like this sharp, like needle pain through your eyeball? Oh my God, I'm going through that right now. Feels like a needle poking me in the eye. But I feel, my opinion, that those same rules that apply to a president should apply to any political seat in America. Like I said, whether it be federal, state, or local. If you're not born in this country, you cannot run for no political seat. Period. She did. She actually did. She married her own brother so he can gain U.S. citizenship. And not only that, she's been giving a lot of our tax dollars to Somalia. Now, I've spent quite a bit of time out there in the Midwest in the late 2000s, teens, late 2000 teens, late teens. How would you like word that? Like late 2000 teens. Anyway, that, you know. And I actually heard one Muslim chick, she was assaulting a young high school kid, and yes, he was a boy and he was white. And I actually have it on video where she's attacking, she's hitting him, and he's just sitting there because he's being respectful. He's not hitting a female, regardless of religion, all that shit. He's just like asking her to leave, and he's skinny too, and she's just this big fucking whale under her little Pac-Man suit, okay? And she's yelling at him, talking about it don't matter what you do, you can still sit here and not touch me, but I'm going to call the police and the police are going to believe me anyway. So you're going to jail no matter what. I'm like, oh, hell no. This is what we seriously got to fucking deal with in our own fucking country. These fucking foreigners coming into our country and fucking antagonizing us to attack them so that they can have us thrown in jail. Hell no. That's when I actually started losing respect for the Somalians. They're not even here legally. They're here on refugee. And just like how it is with the illegals, if you come to this country and not have US status, citizens, whatever, and you give birth to your kid while you're in this country on a refugee asylum thing, then when it's time for the refugees to go home, the kids go home too. I think when it comes to refugees or even illegals, the hospital should have a birth certificate from that specific country they're from. So when their kid is born and they're here illegally, the doctors can write on that birth certificate they're born in this country and send them back home. That's how I think it should be done. I think doctors should have specific birth certificates for these refugees and illegals. So when they do give birth to their children here, their children are not legal. So when it's time for the parents to go home, the kids go with them. And I'm sorry that the kids got to pay the price of being uprooted for their parents' decision, but they're not our responsibility. My responsibility is myself and my fellow Americans, not the whole fucking planet. The whole planet hates us. That's why. Sorry, I gotta do this again so I can see the fucking. I don't know. The share your fucking referral link is. I'm gonna have to look that name up. There's like a lot of new names popping across. Like I want to know what happened to that Jen Psaki bitch. What happened to her? I don't watch television. Like I straight up don't watch TV. I watch whatever is on my phone. I watch a lot of Peacock now. $7.99 a month, and I get to watch Bones. I get to watch all the Law and Orders. I'm on season 7 with Bones, and I'm on season 14 with Law and Order. I'm all caught up on Yellowstone. Okay. No, I'll definitely look up her name. Says like, this is why I think we need a system like Russia. I'm not saying we turn into a socialist country, but I think what we need is a president to do more than 2 terms. Because I'm tired of the chaos every 4 to 8 years. I'm just tired of it. We just need one steady president that can do the job until he's not able to do it or just doesn't want to do it no more. And then we get another fucking president in. But these 2-term limits need to end and put those limits on the Supreme Court people and, the Senate and Congress. Put time limits on those motherfuckers. The only one who shouldn't have a time limit is the president. That's my opinion. I just think this country needs more stability than what we've been getting every 4 to 8 years. For how many generations? There goes the damn hiccups again. Sorry, guys. I got hiccups. But I just think we need make all the other, like I said, the Senate, the Congress, give them term limits. But as far as the president, eradicate the term limits. Because, like I said, I'm fucking tired of my life being fucking tossed around because of politics. I want stability in my life. We all want stability in our life, and we can't get that until we get a stable presidency. Like I said, we don't need to turn into a socialistic country, but I think we need a president that's more long term, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's what I think. And I heard somewhere that Trump is actually trying to, eliminate the 2-term for presidency. So that way, like, here's a man who actually listens to the people. Like, everyone that he has on his team, I love. Kristi Noem. I love her. She was the first one to stand up against Biden and the administration and Trump, saying, I'm not going to shut my state down because of COVID. We take our precautionaries and whatnot, and, we're adults. We know how to make sound choices. But just her. And then Ted Cruz. Like, the team that Trump has right now is what I call the dream team. He's got Kristi Noem, Ted Cruz, Tom Homan. He's just got, like, all the politics I love, he's got on his team. So therefore, that shows and tells you that I agree, nothing gets done because of the way the system is. I agree totally with that, Juan. We just need stability. And we used to have that before they put term limits on president terms. We had presidents way before that, served many years as president. And the country thrived then. Compare then with now. They thrived until they started putting limits. Then we went through the Great Depression and so on. And it's just been a domino effect of just bullshit. Bullshit is bullshit. But hey, guys, I really do got to bounce and get up out of here because I got to get ready and get to my doctor's appointment. I might go live again. I just figured, right now would have been a good time. Just hop up, kind of throw some. What triggered it was because the sheriff drove by with his little fucking horn, trying to wake us up. It's like, dude, we're up by 4:30, dude. That's what the community has our eternal clocks programmed to. We're up at 4:30 because we have to. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. I'll save that for another live feed. So, thank you. I'll smoke a bowl here too, guys. Cheers, y'all. Smoke up, because that's, well, fuck, the Amsterdam was the first one to be like legit on smoking weed in the open. You have a beautiful, blessed day too, Juan. Thanks for coming in, hanging out, and stuff. I still gotta take those solar panels. I got a lot of shit to do. But that's the whole point of being multitaskable, I guess. Made a good dinner for my mom last night. We call it poor man's dish. It's rice, ground beef, and corn. And you like combine it all together. It's like some Michigan dish, but we call it the poor man's dish. But I put I put butter in with it and the Worcestershire sauce. Why can't no one ever pronounce that fucking one word right? But you know what sauce I'm talking. I love the Worcestershire sauce. That's how I say it, guys. Worcestershire sauce. But I put that in, and it tastes really good. When I cook the hamburger, I'll sprinkle garlic. I've been sprinkling a little more cayenne pepper and ginger in with my food because it's really good for the digestive tract system. That cayenne pepper and the ginger and stuff. But that's what I made last night. And then for Luna, like I said, we made rice and salmon for her. Eh, she tried to steal my, excuse me, it's like nap time for me now. I'm just kidding, you guys. But cheers. I'm smoking on right now. SFVOG. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean, but I'm gonna show you guys something. Oh, I feel nauseous. Hold on, guys. My weed drawer. That's my weed drawer. Those are my cartridges. Okay, everyone. Cheers. I really do just feel nauseous all of a sudden. Excuse me. So, well, everyone, thanks for coming in, listening to me gab about fucking politics and shit. It's been a while since I did that one. Have a blessed day. I'll catch you guys down the fucking YouTube road somewhere. Stay blessed, everyone. Be safe. And remember, we are the resistance.